So I want to welcome you back to the 420 Tarot Lounge. My name is Friday, your reader and host. We've been snowed in, so it's been an interesting few days. My dog has gone stir crazy because he can't go. There's no grass to smell. It's all snow. Um, but anyway, he'll be fine in a couple days. I want to thank you for joining me here at the 420 Tarot Lounge. I want to thank my subscribers. I see I've gotten a few more. And I want, again, thank you for allowing me the privilege of showing up in your algorithm feed. You're here because our energies have synchronized, our frequencies have harmonized. And there's potentially a message here for you. Today, I kind of feel like it's going to be, it could be quite saucy. I don't know why. Maybe because of the weather. Who knows? Let's see what Sovereign is wanting to tell us. What message is there that we need to hear? Four of Cups. Justice. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, there's three cards here. Ten of Cups. Page of Wands. Nine of Swords. All right, sorry about that. Eight of Wands. Nine of Cups is the underlying energy. So, wow, okay. You have been a little bit bored, nonchalant. Um, um, Something's happened that has made your life predictable. Okay, so take that how it resonates for you, because it feels like you're just kind of like getting up, doing whatever it is you do for the day, coming home, eating. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a predictable, although you're content, but it's just a predictable. Now I feels like there's something's come in to kind of shake things up. Maybe, wow, okay. Something's coming in to shake something. You've got a new passion coming in. This is also feels to you like it could even be, okay, so something's coming in to shake things up. And whatever it is, you feel like it's, you're not sure if you should be suspicious of it or not. But on the other hand, taking hold of it could bring in could bring you into new um, realities, energies. Okay, so what is this shakeup? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, Sovereign. Um, But it feels to me like this shakeup is all very well, it's well aspected. Okay. Okay, Sovereign. What, um, what more can you tell us about this shakeup? We've got a couple cards here. Five of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. King of Wands. Two of Cups. Okay, okay, okay. And then we have the Eight of Cups on the bottom. The shakeup that apparently has good intention, um, or yeah, I guess you could say their goal is to make things better for you, for what's happening around you. And like I said, you are not sure whether or not you should um, trust, participate. But I feel like if you do, if you don't participate, you may have a fear of missing out. It's like FOMO. Now the shakeup, I feel like the shakeup is, uh, it feels to me like it is a reaffirmation. It's, the shakeup feels like it's a feeling that there's a missed opportunities, and possibly the shakeup is to try and bring those missed opportunities back into the now. So this could be, you could be looking at your partner, or your partner could be looking at you differently. Your partner could be thinking that maybe, um, okay, okay. So somehow there is a, um, although everything is great, and like you're in this predictable uh, pattern, um, I think your partner is recognizing that there's, not that things are unstable or rocky, but that they've kind of become bland. And I think that they may um, try and introduce or inject some new activity um, into the relationship. And I think that you are a little bit suspicious of it, or you will be a little bit suspicious of it, or you find that their behavior is suspicious. Um, but I think at the same time, you will have an underlying feeling that you've just got to go with it. Um, it feels like there's been some kind of something has happened where you've maybe grown apart. And although, oh, okay, this is getting kind of deep. I think you've questioned whether or not they love you or not, or maybe they've questioned whether or not you love them. Um, I, it's not that there's any been one event that's happened. It feels like it's just become that comfort, and I think, if I can say this, it's almost like the comfort now has become uncomfortable. Um, okay, so it feels like this is a call to um, put some passion back into your relationship, or at least address what is, if it is in fact, or you feel as though your relationship is in fact becoming a little melancholy, predictable. And you could have no money, and you could be a millionaire, and this uh, that type of thing can happen to you, right? Happen to a relationship. Um, anyway, but it feels like there's a call for a reconnect, or to yeah, I guess reconnect or reignite. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, okay. Okay, so Sovereign, what I'm understanding here is that um, there is the comfort level is becoming uncomfortable, and something, there's a shakeup coming that will create suspicion. Now, I what I'm understanding in the cards here is the suspicion may not be warranted. This suspicion may be a product of the comfortable uncomfortableness. I don't know. It's the only way I can describe the feeling. Five of Cups. Um, okay. Now this. Okay. Let's see what else Sovereign is wanting to. Seven of Wands. The High Priestess. Temperance. Okay. And then we have the Death card. Okay. So it's the relationship has changed. And I think this is what this shakeup is the change in the relationship. So possibly, um, uh, possibly your children now have all left home, or maybe you're going into retirement now, and so that's the shakeup. Now, I think that, and I'm going to be, I don't mean to make fun of anybody or whatever, but this feels like it's the equivalent to man's second childhood or a midlife crisis. Okay. And the behavior is suspicious, questionable. I think it's out of character for your significant other. But it feels to me like if you, I want to say get involved, but if you open yourself up to find out why they're doing the things they're doing, um, it may help um, solidify the relationship. Um, the relationship is in a transformation. The relationship is okay, okay, okay. So I think that you've been la di da, and now this shakeup that's happened, whatever that is, and I'm going to call it either midlife crisis or man having a second childhood or whatever you call that kind of energy is happening, and the behavior you are suspicious of it. Oh, before you attack, before you confront, I think you need to think about what the situation is right at the minute, what has changed to make this happen, um, and then address it um, with your heart. The other person may become defensive, um, maybe even angry, but it feels to me like you just have to ask yourself the one question. Um, okay, my hand isn't hurting anymore. I don't know what all that was about, but anyway, I don't know. Let's see, sovereign. What can you please enlighten us with just a little more information here? I feel like I feel like I'm missing something, and it's looking at me right in the face. Uh, um, Seven of discs, devil. Okay, okay. Seven of cups. Yeah, and then we have the king of cups on the bottom. There's okay. You have to ask yourself a question. Are you still in love? Or is this a companionship of convenience? Is your partner um, is your partner really crying out for help? Um, because of the stage of life that they've entered into now, or that you have both have entered into as a couple. Um, that's a tough question to ask. You know right off the hop whether or not you're still in love with this person. You may not like them sometimes, but you know right off the hop if you're still in love with them. The hard part is going to be asking them if they are still in love with you. And I think that there is um, so that is your advice. You need to ask them. You need to first have a internal conversation with yourself on whether or not you're in love with this person. And then you have to ask this person if they are still in love with you or if this is just a matter of convenience because of the previous comfort, right? If being with you is just a matter of convenience, and then they're acting all wild and doing all these crazy things to shake up your world. Oh, Chariot, Judgment, Knight of Swords. And at the bottom we have the Four of Pentacles. So the asking them this question may stump them. It may make them feel taken off guard, and they may try to, I'm going to say, flee, and maybe not necessarily leave the premises, but they may try and mentally check out. During this mental checkout, um, this is going to give you and them an opportunity to reevaluate what is going on in your life. So we've got a whole scenario here, or a whole story, the message here. So the message here is you may be living a melancholy life right now, and it may be just hunky dory, but something's going to come in and shake that up. And when it does, and you become suspicious of it, you need to decide whether or not, first off, if you're still in love with this person, and you need to summon the bravery to ask them if they are still in love with you. Or is this a companionship of convenience? So it feels to me like this is, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to stay together. I think that there's maybe even, now, it's not to say that either one of you has strayed, but it does speak to being not ungrateful, but what's that word again? Oh, my mind is going, and well, they say I'm only young, but I feel old. Um, but even if it does end, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gotta be on a sour foot. Um, but it feels to me like your task right now or once this world starts to shake up and you get a little bit suspicious, is to come right out and be honest and ask yourself, ask them. If your answer is I'm still in love, then you've got to ask them, are they still in love? If you're not in love anymore, then what are you doing? Um, there could even the mere act of bringing this to the surface, I think could even create some kind of a new adventure, whether that is with them or something else. It's going to be an adventure. It's not going to be ho hum. So my name is Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge. I do hope everybody is having an awesome day. And if you're having a shitty day, have as best a day as you can in the situation you find yourself. And if at all, over the next couple of days that you have to be traveling and you are in, I guess what you could call the snow belt here in North America, please travel safely. My name is Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge. Namaste.